the most powerful response you can ever to have somebody is with love. And no matter, it's easy, it's the easy cheater way out to be like, I hate you, you're so stupid. It takes so much more strength and character to overlook that and say, you know what? I love you as a human being, and I know you're probably going through a hard time.
What's up, influencers? Today I have a very special interview with a friend of mine, Kandee Johnson.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, Benji, for wanting to interview me.
I've been waiting to do this interview for a long time. We've been friends for a while. Kandee Johnson, been doing this for 6, 7 years.
Yeah. Hi guys, it's Kandee as Elsa. And I wanted to start doing motivational Mondays again. And so many palettes, I don't even know where to begin. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos like this. Let's get started and I'll show you how I did it. Step 1, nails. Step 2, contacts.
I feel very honored that I get to interview you, so thank you so much. I think the first thing I would love to ask you about is how you got your start on YouTube. What was the life before YouTube? What was it like for you to start, and where are you at now?
Well, it was crazy because I was a makeup artist and I had moved away from LA. I thought I would move away from my career, and then my friend showed me a video of Lauren Luke, Panacea 81 in the UK, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most genius way to use YouTube ever. I'd never seen anything like that. And so I was like, I could teach all the women like my makeup tips and tricks. This is so cool. And so then I uploaded my first video, and then I realized there were other girls doing it already. I thought I was gonna be the US version of her, and I was like, oh, there's already US girls doing this. Judy was one, Michelle Phan, like all that group of like us OG beauty guru. I hate the word guru, but like.
However, not a lot of professionals doing the YouTube stuff. A lot of them, like Judy, she would never call herself a professional makeup artist. She would say she was an enthusiast, right? Just sharing her tips. But I felt like one thing that you brought was that professional aspect because you already had a career doing it. Yeah,
I hope so. And then I got so excited, and I loved doing it. And I was telling you earlier, I went crazy. I was uploading 2-3 videos a day, like
hustle.
I don't even know how I was doing that then, but.
Well, I think that really explains why you had such success in the beginning of your YouTube career, if you can call it that, because you put in the work, right?
Yeah.
You knew your content, you were putting tons of video, tons of content out there, and you really cared for your audience. Can you tell us about that journey from when you first started to where you're at now?
Yeah, well, when I first started, I mean, I really did love it, and I loved seeing the feedback because I was at like a lonely time in my life, you know? And then so getting to interact with people and hearing like, they really cared, and they wanted to know so much more, like, what'd you eat for breakfast? How'd you make your shirt? How, like all these things. I was like, yo, you really care? Okay, I'll show you everything. And so I started that, and then I got the first email from a girl, and she said she was so depressed and she wanted to commit suicide, but she wanted to be pretty when people found her body.
Oh, wow.
And so she had typed how to be pretty or makeup pretty or something, and my video was at the top of her Google search.
Wow.
And she's like, I saw your video, I saw your story, what you'd been through, and it's 8 hours later, I've watched so many of your videos and I'm alive. And tears were just like running down my face. Never had I had anything, I don't know, somebody could attribute them being alive to the fact that I had something to do with it and I didn't even know them. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It was better than any award or anything I could have ever gotten. That was amazing. And then I was like, you know what? I want to make people feel beautiful in the inside, the outside. I want to encourage them through things in my life that I've been depressed or maybe felt like I wasn't any good enough, or somebody told me I wasn't any good enough, or I was ugly or whatever. And then I really wanted to use that to be, I mean, everybody can learn a smoky eye. That's no big deal. But
trust. I mean, I know about the smoky eye looks, all the videos out there.
I know a smoky eye. I could do a smoky eye. But there was something I was like, I want to be more than just you learned a winged eyeliner from me, you know?
And I think that's a good segue to where you're at now, because obviously you still do beauty looks, you still focus on makeup, but some of your more popular videos are you just talking to your audience, right?
Yeah.
I think definitely this word describes you, inspirational.
Thanks,
For
baby.
sure. I mean, I know Judy has spoke very highly of you. I think very highly of you.
I love it.
But the content speaks for itself, right? Like, you care so much about your audience. evidence from what you're saying right now, as well as your videos and how popular they get. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you want to do when you're speaking to women and men?
Yeah. I mean, I think mostly I want people to know that, like, there's so much negativity nowadays that there's, online. I mean, whether you're a teenager, you're an adult, it doesn't matter if you're 12 or you're 45. You're going to get horrible comments from people you went to high school with, people at your work. Everybody is bombarded with so much opinion. Everybody is like, loves to spout their opinion, whether they think your vacation was dumb or they think your outfit is stupid or they hate your hair color. Whatever it is, I really wanted to be a voice that is going to encourage people that it doesn't matter what these people say. And the more that we get inundated with this stuff every day, the more you need to focus on other things, because the internet can swallow you up. You're behind a screen on your phone, your computer, whatever, for such a large majority of your day that you really have to step away from that sometimes.
Absolutely.
And that's where you're not going to find joy in, like, looking at Instagram pictures. Like, everybody does it. You go to dinner and you just see people. It's so sad. Like, you just see people on their phones and look at the person across the table from you. Like, ugh! That part gets annoying to me. So I want to just remind people, like, their joy is not in online things, and your joy is not dependent upon people's comments online also.
Absolutely. And on that note, one question that I know a lot of people have is about the fear of judgment, the fear of negative comments and haters. That's something you're a huge advocate on, trying to not only protect people out there that want to become a YouTuber. Is there any advice you'd give to people on that note?
I mean, I think I'm a natural born people pleaser, so that's hard for me, because I'm like, why can't everybody like me? Like, what did I do? Why don't you like me? What can I do? And so, like, when people would say mean things, I'm like, but you don't even know me. You just hate my hair color. Like, what? It's like that was so hurtful for me. But then you realize, like, in life, everybody is going to hate something, and nowadays more people they're looking for something to point out, you know?
The more different you are,
right,
the more risky you are with what you say or what you believe. Absolutely.
And people don't take the time to give a compliment. But they will take the time to rip something apart. How many times do you go to a restaurant and people are only like, wait till they see my Yelp review. Like, this was the best meal I've ever had. Nobody's like, wait till I write this glowing something on Yelp. That doesn't happen, you know? People just want to go and hate things. So what I've learned is, some people that I have seen their comments, at some point I've been like, I'm okay if you don't like me. Because I don't really know where you're coming from or what your world is. And what I have learned the most is, it's the most people that are the most upset, the most sad, the most insecure, the most jealous, bitter. They're going through a hard time. They are the ones that are the quickest to want to they want to bring them down to their level. I feel like people will look at, like, gossip magazines, or they'll look at, like, reality TV, and it almost makes them feel better, because they're like, my life is going horrible, but when I see the Kardashians scratching at each other, I feel better. You know, I feel like people want to feel better about their situation, and then if somebody's doing better, they want to find all the reasons why you're horrible for doing better.
And I think online too, it's much easier to make that judgment physical. Like, when I say physical, like, actually put a comment out there, because you can save face, right? Like, you don't have to confront or face the person you're making that comment about, and they just walk away from the computer.
And they're like, I just said, I hope you die and you're ugly and you should kill yourself. You would never hear people saying this to your face in real life.
In the 7-8 years that I've been on YouTube, for all the haters, all the
negative comments, no one has ever come up to your face.
No one's ever come up to me. I had one person that said, I don't really want a picture with you, Benji. And that was the only negative thing. I was like, totally cool, right? But
did they just want one with Judy or what?
Yeah, they just wanted one with Judy, right? Which I was totally cool with, right? But again, that's one person that just didn't vibe with me in person. They're respectful about it, right?
But they were not saying, I think you're an idiot, I hate your hair color, and your shirt is dumb.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, so no, great. And the other thing I love about what you do is you acknowledge where those people are coming from. It's not like you focus on them, but you know that they can be coming from a hard place, right? Or they're going through something. Can you tell us about that and how people have reacted when you respond to them?
Oh, sure. And one of the greatest things my mom always told me is, she always said, the most powerful response you can ever to have somebody is with love. And no matter, it's easy. It's the easy cheater way out to be like, I hate you, you're so stupid. It takes so much more strength and character to overlook that and say, you know what? I love you as a human being, and I know you're probably going through a hard time. So this girl writes on my Instagram, you ratchet face, no talent, this whole paragraph of just how horrible she thinks I am. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, what did I ever do to this girl? So I click on her thing, of course, and I'm like, she's really pretty. And I just wrote back to her, I was like, it's so sad to see such a beautiful girl let such ugly words come out of her mouth. It begins this whole conversation unraveling, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you replied to me. I was having the worst day ever. It ends up, and she was like, thank you so much for making me feel so loved. To see the place that she was in and how she turned around, I just know that anytime you see those bitter comments, or anytime I've replied, and I always do in kindness, I'm never like, you should shut your, I never do that. But when I do reply in love to them, it's always, I was having the worst day, I'm going through the worst thing, my mom just died, my dog just died. It's all these things, and you just feel there was so much in them, it just came out at someone that had nothing to do with anything in their world, you know?
Lightning round. This is where we have fun and we ask Kandee some fun questions. Last thing you grabbed out of the fridge?
Ice cream? Yeah. It would be ice cream.
Favorite social media platform?
Right now, I would say it's Snapchat.
Yes.
It's just like fun. It feels carefree. Like Instagram, it's so pressure. Like, oh, it's gotta be like perfect picture, great lighting, and it's just like so much pressure. And Snapchat, I'm just like, look at these donuts. Like,
one book every influencer should read or listen to.
You Were Born an Original, Don't Die a Copy. The reason I think that this book is so successful, either that or I would say How to Win Friends and Influence People, just because I think—
That's my favorite. I've read that like 7 times.
I think everybody should read it. My dad like tricked me. Like he was offering me money in high school if I'd read it. I'm like, I don't care if you give me $20, Dad, I'm not gonna read it. And now I love the book.
Yeah.
But John L. Mason has the greatest book, and he's got these quotes that just, you read one, and you're like, you're right, I was born an original. I don't need to die a copy of what every girl on Instagram looks like. Like, it just reminds you of those things. And you read like one page and you're like, I can take on the world. I just love it.
Totally. And we're gonna put the link down below too, if you don't mind.
So I'll find out the real title of what it is.
And we'll put that down below. Would you rather never watch TV and movies or never use social media ever again?
Never watch TV and movies.
Oh wow, you are a hardcore YouTuber.
Yeah.
Last song you had on repeat?
Last song I had on repeat? Oh my gosh, it cannot be a Justin Bieber song because I will be so embarrassed. But Justin Bieber's making such a good comeback right now.
Yes, totally.
He's really turning a corner, and I'm really loving the Justin Bieber.
Lose yourself, but I won't let me lose you.
Your go-to comfort food?
Oh man, it could be a cheesecake. I would really, if for desserts, it might be like a cheesecake. And then if it's real comfort food, I feel like macaroni and cheese. Like I'm just a macaroni and cheese mashed potatoes.
Oh, I love the macaroni and cheese with the crust on top, the crust on the bottom, but still gooey in the middle. That's the best.
Yeah.
Go to BenjiManTV. I have a video about how to make mac and cheese like that there.
What?
Yeah.
That may be my new video on repeat, Benji, right there.
Yeah,
for your
you should watch
mac and cheese.
In a zombie apocalypse, what is one thing you'd want?
Can I have like a little armored vehicle full of food? So the zombies
full of food. I said a tank on the way here. I was like, I'd want a tank with
Benji,
a lot
it's
of
like we're the same person.
Totally.
Almost.
It's like, it just makes sense.
That's why Judy loves me, because I remind her.
You just one-up me by saying full of food. That's just genius.
Thanks for watching this exclusive interview with Kandee Johnson. Due to some technical difficulties, we don't have all of the video, but we do have all of the audio. So you can listen to the complete audio interview with Kandee on SoundCloud. Link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe for weekly interviews and online video tips. And until next time, Video Influencers is helping you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.